episode of Asexualized, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that great big subscribe button down below. Please hit that bell icon below as well to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. I just said that bit. I've been out today. I've had a wonderful couple of days with my best female friend who is 50 years old, and I haven't had much sleep and I'm a bit high off having a bit of butter. I'm actually allergic to butter. Well, I have an intolerance to butter. I'm allergic to it, and I don't drink alcohol, but I feel like I'm a bit drunk at the moment, so it's quite funny. But I'm just very high on life, I think. I had such a good time. I'll tell you about it in a minute. So yeah, I said, you know, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as we go along. And if you didn't know already, I am Sandra Bellamy, author of Asexual Perspectives 47 Asexual Real Life Stories on Amazon. Grab your copy down below if you haven't already. And I also am the founder of asexualized.com and the founder of Asexualist Academy. Well, yes, I'm attracted to a British guy, which hardly ever happens in my life, as you know. If you watch this channel, I'm particularly attracted to Indian guys, and I'm definitely attracted to foreign guys, and I want a relationship with an asexual foreign guy. That is my main goal in my romantic relationship world, if you know what I mean. So I'm heteromantic, hyper-romantic, grey asexual younger cougar who doesn't like sex but just loves the kissing. So it's my grey area. I'm not textbook grey area because I don't experience any sexual attraction whatsoever, but I do have high arousal levels when kissing. So yeah, and I love my kissing is quite sexual behaviour, but I've got zilch sexual attraction, zero diddly squat sexual attraction. So I never look at a guy and think I want sex, however much I like him or may love him, you know. It just doesn't feel that way to me. I never feel like I want to, you know, I'm want to have sex with you, you know. So yeah, this is quite shocking, you know. I'm attracted to a British guy, which like is so weird for me. He is much younger, in his early 20s though, so that's got something to do with it. And he does have special needs. He's like can't read and write properly. So he had to go to a special school, and he has to go to like special places, you know, for people who've got disabilities. So yeah, you know, I keep telling you on this channel, for some reason I'm attracted to guys who are autistic. I think he's on the autistic spectrum a bit. He seems like if he's got problem, he can't read and write. He can read, well, he can write a little bit because I can see him in messages. But he likes to use voice like little short voice clips on Facebook Messenger. But yeah, it was like, whoa, where did this come from? It's amazing. So basically I spent the last 2 days at my friend's 50th birthday party, right? And she hired Jack Sparrow lookalike, you know, Johnny Depp, who plays Jack Sparrow in, yes, the swashbuckling movie, the pirate movie. I'm sure you're gonna tell me Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, but not only is this guy a Johnny Depp lookalike, he actually played I can't speak tonight. He actually played Johnny Depp's double in the 4th movie. So he was actually in one of the movies, and he's just been he's an actor, so he's just been pretending to be Grindelwald in the last Fantastic Beasts movie. So yeah, he was Grindelwald double as well. So this guy can do amazing stuff. He was very good looking. I did find him actually super attractive aesthetically. His face, he was really good looking. Seems like I like film characters. It's funny, but in person ones. But yeah, he was really good looking, and me and him had his photographs taken together. I don't know if I've got a picture on Facebook I can show you. I think I probably have actually. I don't know if I can hold it up with my phone. Let me see if I can get it up on my phone. Just me and the guy who played him. It was really interesting. And yeah, let me find it on Facebook for you. This is live. I told you that I wouldn't be live streaming for like 2 days because I'd be away, but I'm back doing it because I got back earlier tonight, so I've only missed like a day. Oh yeah, look at this. This is incredible. I don't know if you can see those photographs, can you? See? Do you see? Obviously there's me being asexual, there's me with my guinea pig Angel, but look, see, me and the guy who plays Captain Jack Sparrow. That was good, wasn't it? So yeah, I had such an amazing time. I mean, my friend hired a band as well, a local band, and it was all incredible. And my friend invited up to 200 people, but some of the people didn't show. So yeah, there was less people than she'd hoped for. But this guy, he just like sat on the table, and I started talking to him. I'm like, "How do you know Debbie?" And he was like, "Oh, I know her through cleaning caravans. He cleans caravans at the holiday site that my friend works at. My friend is an auditor for a Haven holiday place in a local town, and he said he knew her through there because he works as a cleaner." And I'm like, "Okay." And we got talking, and I don't know, like we ended up being inseparable all night. Like we were dancing together and cuddling together. And you know that I never feel like that for a British guy with a British guy. It was really, really weird. I know, like, if you don't understand this channel, you've never watched it before. I know that, you know, it'll be just like, well, she's she's British, so it's quite natural for her to fancy loads of British guys. But I just don't fancy British guys usually. It's very, very rare. I've only been attracted to want to be close to a British guy, being attracted to him, one guy at work, my old job, and he was highly sexual and no good for me. Really sexual, but not a good person either. So he's the only guy I actually was attracted to and wanted to kiss that was British. And yeah, this guy, like, it's really weird. I just started talking to him, and he said that he knew Debbie through cleaning, and he was cleaning at the same place where she worked, and he liked dancing, and I said I like dancing too. So I'm really good at dancing, and yeah, we got on the dance floor, and he's really good at dancing, and we danced the same type of moves, like naturally with each other. It was really, really far out bizarre. Like it was like he was moving one way, I was moving another way, like in harmony without me even knowing him. It's like really weird. It's like you do the same type of dancing as me. And he's a really, really, really good dancer, especially for a guy, because not being funny, but guys don't tend to have the moves. But he is really good, and he's good at working the dance floor, and he's good at like working like himself and being really confident. And yeah, he's really, really good. And we just got so well dancing together. And then that's how the evenings kind of started off. And yeah, it just ended up progressing like over the evening until we were holding hands and cuddling. It's like, oh my God, because he's the same star sign as me. I'm on the 24th of April. My birthday is his is the 9th of May. He's nearly the same height as me. I was just really, really like, oh my God. And seriously, he's like a really caring person. Like he was looking after me all night and really attentive to my needs and really romantic. I was feeling so much romance because he was singing, like we were singing, but not really to each other in the beginning. And then by the end of it, he kept going on about, oh, this is going to be a love song. This is going to be a love song. He kept singing to me and stuff. And there was a poster on the wall. He's like, love. He goes, that's me and you. And then he was like, got these heart balloons when I was away at the toilet, and he's got these heart balloons, and he's putting them in my back and on the seat. And I'm like, I moved them out way. He goes, they were for you. And I'm like, oh, that's really romantic. That's such a really romantic guy. And like, he's so sweet. Like he's going, I was trying to, I told him I got a special diet, and I was trying to undo my tuna. He goes, I'll do that for you. Like, he's undoing the tuna for me. And it's like, I said I was starting to drink more out of my bottle. He goes, I'll get some water from the bar for you. Like, I'll do that for you. And all night he was getting me like just free water from the bar because I don't drink alcohol. And I'm like, oh my God, he's super sweet. Like treating me actually like a princess. It's really because I had my princess dress on, and I was like, oh my God, this is really weird. Like, I really liked that, and he was really young, like in his 20s, early 20s. And we were cuddling really close. And I can't usually get physically close to a British guy, but it was different with him. I'm like, what's going on? You know? And it's just so weird for me. But the feeling, seriously, the feeling of like holding him close and like my head and his head, like just on each other's shoulders, snuggling. While we're dancing on the floor, it's just beautiful. I cannot tell you, it's so euphoric. The feeling was like amazing. Like it was just pure like romance and like romantic love feelings. I'm not going to say love, but you know what I mean. It was like I really strongly fancy you. I'm really attracted to you. But the kissing, I wasn't sure about. Again, you know. So I could get physically closer to him. Like most of the time, our genitals weren't touching through clothes, though. So with a British guy, I would be really much closer to him, physically close when dancing. With this guy, I was really close, but I'm not as close as I have been with some foreign guys. But yeah, I was close to him, and we were doing like quite a bit of sexy dancing together, which was good because I like that. And yeah, it was just really nice. It was like holding my hand every time I went to sit down, like after I, you know, like I need to go to the toilet or go to more, he would sit down with me and then get back up and start dancing. And he was really kind because I said, oh, I have to eat regularly. And he was going, oh yeah, I think you need to drink now because you're going to dehydrate. I think you need food now. I'm like, yeah, I do actually. And it's like really weird. And we were working quite well together, like removing all the decorations and stuff down. Because my friend, she like bought all these birthday banners and everything to put up. So it's like it was a pirate theme with Pirates of the Caribbean, and it was also like a psychedelic 60s theme as well. My friend's an awesome singer, so she got up and sung 2 songs with the actual band, which is incredible. She should be on Britain's Got Talent or The Voice. She or X Factor. She should be a world-class singer. She should be going around the world. She's amazing. She at least should be the head singer of a local band at least. But you know, she's just incredible. And I just keep pushing her, like, come on, come on. And she actually went with the band and did 2 songs on her birthday, which was incredible. She was doing most of the karaoke songs as well, pretty much all the karaoke songs was her birthday. There was got a couple of people that did, a couple of others, but she was doing nearly all of them. And it was just really good because at one point I didn't even realize it was her. I thought it was original, and she's just amazing. And so I had such the best time. And I was wearing my party like princess dress, as I call it, and you know, I was just like, I felt really good. And yeah, this guy, I just got so well with him. But like I said in the beginning of this video, I didn't go into much detail, but I will now. Like I told you, he has special needs. I think he's on the autistic spectrum, but he's disabled, and he's been disabled since he's been born. But he's not disabled as in a wheelchair. He said he's disabled as in he can't read and write, but he knows a few words. But when he's speaking to you, it's different. When he's speaking to you, he really understands you. He's a very caring, very attentive person. I talked to him about his mum, and he said that he doesn't have anything to do with his dad. His mum, he lives with, and his mum's got arthritis in her hands, so he does the hoovering for her. So he does the clean, you know, the cleaning. I thought this is a guy. It's good because he does cleaning. And you know, but the whole night seriously was like something like out of a movie for me, because it's just like he was behaving like, I guess, exactly how I'd like a guy to behave. And it was just beautiful. And he says, oh, you've been smiling all night, you know, I can make you happy all night, you know, I've been making you happy all night, you know, I can tell you're happy, like you're smiling all the time, you know, I'll make you happy all night. And it was just really, really, really good. And you know, had no problem in cuddling him, and you know, which is really shocking for me, isn't it? Because you know that I'm not used to being attracted to British guys, but with him, I'm really attracted to him, like really attracted to him. But he's different, you know. I get attracted to guys different. Like I get attracted to guys who are on the autistic spectrum. I get attracted to guys who have some special needs. I seem to be like really far out like that. It's like, why would I want a normal guy? They're just so boring. And so it's like we got on so well, and it was just like, it's like people thought we were a couple because we just acted like we were for the rest of the night. And you know, we would dance together, all these dances, and do all this singing together, and it was just incredible. And yeah, he was saying I look gorgeous and stuff, but he did say I like your body. I'm like, I don't know what to say to that, because my dress was a bit revealing. Actually, I don't usually reveal much, but it's like a party dress, like, and up here, like, here is beading, but it, you can see a bit of cleavage, which I don't usually show, but like it's got netting over it and beads, so it looks like really pretty. The dress is really pretty. And so yeah, so he did say, like, your body. I'm like, because obviously I'm asexual, so yeah, this is all all the good stuff I've just said about him really being retentive, getting my food for me, getting my drink for me, holding my hand, cuddling, all that type of thing, doing excellent dancing with me. It was really into me. It was really nice. And he was really romantic. I mean, to be with a guy who's romantic and like feel like a princess all night, and feel like he's just do anything for me, and just really attentive. I mean, I cannot describe how that feels. It feels like really euphoric, like I am a romantic person. I know lots of aromantic people watches this channel, but I have to be true to myself. I am a romantic girl, and I can't tell you how euphoric it feels. It just felt amazing. However, I need to tell you the other side, right? So he's got a disability, so he can't read and write, but clearly he can do a little bit. He's very good at speaking in person, though, to me. Very good. Very, very good. Got nothing, quite adult in some ways. However, because he's got these special needs, he went to a special needs school, and he's got these disabilities, it means he's friendly to everyone. And I doubt that he would know boundaries between me, if I was to be his girlfriend, and other people. Like when he does all these dance moves, which some of them are quite sexy dance moves for a guy, I think he'd probably be doing them with everyone. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. He said, oh yeah, that's me, I'm just like this all the time. And so I'm thinking, well, if wherever you go, then you're going to be doing surely the same thing with other women and other girls, right? So that's why I really started to think, like, I really like you. I love the night. It's really romantic, but I can't be in a relationship with someone who doesn't understand boundaries. Like, but I don't know him, And then I'm thinking, right, is he just saying what I want to hear? So I told him, because I felt he was getting closer. And he did put his hand on my knee. And I looked at him like, really, like, what are you doing? And he took it off quickly. And then I told him, I said, some places I like being touched, some places I don't. I'm not comfortable. He said, oh, okay. And then I managed to tell him just a short while later, I said, look, I need to tell you something, that I don't like, that I'm asexual. I said, you probably won't know what that means, but it means I don't like sex. That's what I said to him. Obviously, I could go to the full definition, but he's got special needs. He's got a disability, so it's harder for him to understand things. So I was trying to tell him that I don't like sex, right? And then he said that he didn't like sex either. Right, which I know he's probably just telling me what I wanted to hear, sadly. And then I said, because I said, how many girlfriends have you had in your life, And he said, none. I said, none. And he's going, no. And I was a bit shocked by that. But then I thought, if he's got real special needs, maybe that's true. But then he's very professional what he was doing with me. It's like he knew what he was doing. Do you know what I mean? He knew all the attentiveness. He knew all the hand holding. He knew all the cuddling. He knew all the romantic stuff. It's like he'd done it all before. Do you know what I mean? So either he's never had a girlfriend but does that with all the women, or, I don't know. That's my theory anyway. Do you know what I mean? And then he told me, because I asked how old he was, because I said, oh, you 25 or 28 then, or what? Because he said, I thought he's 25. And then he said, then he started saying that he'd been in education for like 3 years and another 3 years. And I think, hang on, if you've left school and done, college for 3 years and another 3 years, most people leave school at 16 in this country. So you're probably 22. But then he said he finished that in 2014. But 2014 to now would add another like 4 years onto him, which would make him 26. Well, we're now in 2019, so make him 27. and it's his birthday next month. So I thought maybe he's 28, but he looks 25. That was my initial thing. He's 25. And he said, no, I'm almost 25. It's my birthday soon. And I said, oh, it's mine soon. It's in 11 days now. So when is your birthday? And he said, oh, mine's on the 9th of May. And I'm like, oh my God, you're a Taurus then, same star sign as me. So I think that's why we got on so well. We're both ruled by the Venus, the planet, the goddess of love. And so yeah, so I'm like, oh, you're same star sign as me. That's great. And so that was really strange. And then he said to me, he said, oh yeah, I'm 24 now. I'm going to be 25 next month. And I said, okay. But then I was trying to work out what year he's born, and he didn't seem to know. But I know that I said, have you got a problem with numbers then? And he was like, oh, maybe. Don't forget this guy's special needs. So you don't know how much of he's just saying because he doesn't want me to know, or how much is the special needs. Do you see what I'm saying? So anyway, I asked him to Facebook friend me earlier on because I said, oh, you're welcome to Facebook friend me. This is before we got into the real cuddling stage. This is like the night progressed like all the stages of dating really quickly, from like just being attracted to each other, getting like dancing with each other like as mates, kind of more. Then it progressed into like him like put his hand out for me to hold it to dance with him. This is like all the stages of dating in one night. And then it went to like hand holding more and being closer more, and every time we're sitting down like to go in our seats, he would like hold my hand and then hold my hand on the way back. And then when Captain Jack Sparrow, because I told you there was a Jack Sparrow lookalike from Pirates of the Caribbean, but he'd been in the 4th film, so he was like really in the film. He was like chatting me up, and the guy that I was dancing with, he was like had his arm like on my shoulder as much to say, she's mine. That's like a dominant guy thing. So he's like, oh, you may be chatting her up, mate, but I've got my arm around her. Do you know what I mean? Like on her shoulder, like type thing, like she's mine. So he didn't say that, but that's a guy thing. So when another guy's chatting their woman up, well, he was acting like I was his woman, then they get very protective. So it was much to say, yeah, you may be chatting her up, mate, but I'm stood here and I've got my arm around her. So, she's mine type thing. It's like, that's the way it just works. And so yeah, that was really interesting. And then like, it just progressed, the evening progressed into like holding hands, cuddling, like my cheeks were against his cheeks and really holding each other. And I'm like, this is really surreal. He's a British guy. Oh my God. Like I haven't been attracted. I am really, really, really romantically attracted to him. Like super romantically attracted to him. He's got a squiffy eye. So, I told him he's got special needs. Like he's got like one eye here and like the other eye that kind of goes around a bit, but it's quite cute. And one of my best friends has got that as well. So I'm used to that. And he got glasses on. And so he looks like quite sweet, but obviously like I'm telling you the other side of the story now, when the stuff that's not so good, the fact I think he's making stuff up. So he said that I said about relationship and how many girlfriends have you had, and he said none. And he said I don't like sex, but I think he was just copying me because I told him I don't like sex. And then I said, well, haven't you ever had, because I said to him, because he said I've never had a girlfriend before. I said, well, haven't you had sex before then? He goes, no. And I was like looking at him absolutely shocked. He said, you're shocked now, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, because he told me he's 24, nearly 25. Remember that in a minute. And so I was like really shocked. But then I thought maybe because he's got special needs that he just hasn't found someone that he wants to do that with, or to be in a relationship with, because obviously it's quite difficult getting with someone if you've got like certain disabilities and special needs. It can be very difficult to get into a relationship with someone. And so yeah, so I asked him to add me as a Facebook friend. So the night progressed and we were like all lovey-dovey and like seriously we're acting like a couple all night. Like they were filming because they had my friend had hired professional videographers, so they were filming a lot of our dancing because we were so good together. I loved his dancing. I have to say he's probably the best dancer I've ever met, aside from me, of course. For a guy I'm talking about. I have met some guys, foreign guys who are good dancers, but they're too up themselves. Foreign guys, actually, I'm saying something bad about foreign guys. They're like, when they dance, like the guys who are really good at dancing, they show off with it and they're like, come and get me. come and get me, all the women come and get me. Whereas this guy, when he dances, he's like so into himself in a sort of like really confident, sexy, well, you know, I'm asexual, but it's a sexy way he's doing it. And it's like a very attractive thing because he's super confident with himself and he'll point to himself and his body, but in a like he loves himself type way, not in a like women come and grab me now type way. It's really difficult to explain. He's very empowered in his dancing. I can tell that that is really, really a strength of his. You know, it's like he's super, super confident. Like when he dances, he comes alive like I do. And he's just super confident in himself without being really arrogant. That's what I was trying to say. And so I thought that was really good quality about him. And I just looked at the fact that he was into me all night, you know, it's like I was like his princess all night. And I love being like a princess, you know, I know some girls and women don't like that, but I do because I was dressed like a princess and I loved it. And I do like to be treated like that. And so it was really, really sweet. And you know, I love a teenager style relationship. So of course, all night it just felt like a teenager style relationship. I'm like, oh my God, this is like my dream in that way, you know, it's just like, wow. This is like really surreal. It's like literally like something out of a movie, like a Disney movie or something. I can't believe it. I thought just enjoy it, Sandra, because you don't know this guy. You can't obviously be in a relationship with a guy you don't know. And you need to keep your wits about you. But he was really sweet. And I just thought, you know, but obviously there is the side where I thought, I think he should tell me what I want to hear when he says he doesn't like sex, right? So I asked him to friend request me on Facebook. And then as it ended, the night ended, right, we were cuddling loads, like just, you know, cheek on cheek, holding each other tight. And I was really cold because I hadn't brought a coat with me. So he got his sweater out of his bag, especially for me to put on while we waited for a taxi. That was really gentlemanly and sweet. He's very gentlemanly. And just as we were about to get in the taxi, he did ask me for a kiss. Well, you know, I can't usually kiss British guys, you know, because I'm usually attracted to them and not like sometimes romantic but with him, I did have high romantic attraction. I mean, it was full on romantic attraction. And, you know, even they set it in a strange way because he's not got brown hair. Like, you know, I get attracted to Indian guys with brown hair. I get attracted to guys with dark brown hair. He had like blonde hair, spiky, but I do get attracted to spiky hair. I haven't really told you that. Spiky hair is short spiky hair is one of my favorite attractions. So I get attracted to like quite long, you know, longish on the top brown hair, like in a Bollywood movie, that type of hair. And the other type of hair that I get attracted to, I have hair attraction, you see, I haven't even told you about that. So other type of hair style I get attracted to is short spiky hair. It really, really, really super attracts me. Like, I just love it. I think it's really young looking, funky looking, fresh looking. It looks like something out of a dance movie that I want to run my hands through. It's just beautiful. I love short spiky hair. It's like, oh my God, I just love it so much. So yeah, I've never told you that before, but yeah, I don't think I have anyway. It's beautiful. Like, so he had like this blonde hair that really suited him. And it was clean shaven, which I like, and he had glasses and he was quite cute. And so yeah, there was some aesthetic attraction. They're not, how can I put it? It's not like with foreign guys, it's like really passionate like attraction. With him, it's quite like that, but it's more like romantic. I just say it's hugely romantic. Like he was hitting all my romantic buttons. I said, "You're very romantic." He goes, "Oh yeah, I'll buy you flowers." He's going and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Oh, I believed he would do that as well. So yeah, so anyway, I get us back, you know, like, so I did, the kiss was like that. I'm like, you know, I'm like, that's how I kissed my mum on the cheek. So like, I was okay with that, but I was purposely avoiding kissing him full on. Like, I'm still reserved about it because I told you I've never kissed a British guy full on like that since 2011. So that was really difficult for me. So I don't know if I could do that again or not. You know, I haven't since then. I had a guy's tongue in my mouth who I think was British at a nightclub, but his friends luckily told him, like, we're going now. So I didn't do anything back with him. So that was weird. I felt weird. But this guy, you know, I was much more comfortable around him, which I was shocked at. Like, I could physically hold his hand. It felt so good. It felt really, really natural and right. Like how much we had in terms of dancing was really good. We had that in common. Star sign, height, even we got on so well. But yeah, so here's the more bad side. So I went on Facebook, okay, So I'm going through his Facebook. I thought, right, go and check him out. Is he really telling the truth about he doesn't like sex? Or does he love a lot of sexual women, right? So first of all, I looked at his date of birth. He was born the 9th of May, but it was 1995. This makes him currently 23, nearly 24. Not currently 24, nearly 25. So this puts him a year younger than he said he was. It doesn't bother me because I'm attracted to younger guys in their early 20s. So obviously that's why I'm attracted to him, because I'm thinking, I could tell you, if I'm ever attracted to a British guy, it'll be someone in their really early 20s. So usually I would have thought, yeah. So I thought it's a year younger, but I do know he has a problem with dates. I don't know if that's to do with his disability or just because he knew I was older and wanted to make himself look a year older for me. I don't know, but then he did correct me and say I wasn't 25, he was 24. Which I would have thought he wouldn't even bother correcting me if he was worried about his age. So he didn't ask about mine. He wasn't even bothered. So yeah, that was a bit weird. But I don't know if that was an accident and he just got his dates mixed up and can't count very easily or what, because I said, with not being able to read or write properly, like, are you dyslexic and stuff like that? He said, yeah, but he told me no, he's not autistic, but he can't remember the word for it. But I think he's on the autistic spectrum. I'm not sure entirely. I know he's got special needs because I know he went to special school and it says that on his Facebook. So he also told me that he plays football. So I checked that out on his Facebook, correct about that. He plays for a team, which I think is a team that's goes through an organisation to do with disabilities and special needs. So that was true. I saw him in his orange uniform. So that was all true. That's really good. I was very happy about that. So here comes the boom, the horrible bit for asexuals if you're not into sex. So I was scrolling through all his friends because the thing was, I told you that I said to him, oh, so you're a very friendly guy, so I'm assuming you've got lots of friends and make friends wherever you go. He goes, oh yeah, I do. So this is what I mean. Like, a guy like that who's got special needs, who, like, how would he know the difference between if I was his girlfriend and then some other woman that came up to him and started dancing like that? I don't know if I was, I'm not at the moment, but like, just say, well, me and him were acting like boyfriend, girlfriend there. So it's kind of like putting yourself in that position, testing it out, isn't it? But it was like, do you know what I mean? I don't think he'd know any boundaries, and I wouldn't want him stopping being himself. I don't want, because he told me he goes clubbing every Monday, a special group, for people with disabilities, basically. And so that's how he practices dance moves. And obviously there's other girls there and stuff that he's going to be dancing with. So I don't know if he'd know any different between boundaries with a girlfriend and other women if he was in a relationship. Do you see what I mean? So that would be a worry, And then anyway, I went on his Facebook. I thought, okay, then, doesn't like sex. Is he lying about that? So I went through his Facebook. Oh my God. He has got quite a number of women on his Facebook friends that have no clothes on or barely any clothes. And they are sexual women. I mean, they are leather, thong, and no top on, they're topless, usually got hands over it. And some of these people are like local girls, that he could easily go and see. And I was like, they're not just the pages that people like, they are people he knows he's come into contact with at some point. And I'm like, there's lots of them. And so he's high, it's really weird. Because like that would indicate he's highly sexual. Do you know what I mean? Like, he loves boobs, clearly. I mean, the amount of women that had nothing on their breasts, it was just all displayed, or and they were in sexual poses and sexual gear, and I'm just like, oh, it made me feel sick. And I was just like, this guy is a boob man. And I didn't tell you as well that what happened when I went to get in a taxi and we had last one peck and that was it. He was stood there and I got the feeling that he wanted to come back to my hotel room. He didn't ask me for that. I have to tell you, he didn't ask me 100%. But one of the people said, oh, well, what's happening with him? Is he coming back to your place, like your hotel room? And I said, no. I said, I've only just met him. I'm not doing that. I mean, I don't like being in a hotel room with someone anyway, you know, but he's not my boyfriend. I've only just met him, even though we're acting like boyfriend and girlfriend. I can't be doing that, you know. He's not coming in my bed, you know, and I'm not a sexual person like that. So, but I got the feeling that's what he's waiting for. But he didn't. You know, I thought it's not my problem because he'd missed his train, but he did say he'd get a taxi home. So I'm like, okay. And then I messaged him and he was home. So he must have got a taxi. So, well, he messaged me first, I think. Yeah, he messaged me with his phone number actually. And said thanks for tonight, which was nice of him. But you know, I turned around and told him, I said, I can't be in a relationship because I know he wanted me to be his girlfriend. I said, I can't be in a relationship with someone who's like this, looking at all women's boobs. I said, because I'm not sexual, I'm not into sex. You know, because he invited me to his one of his friends is getting one of his friends' friends is getting married, and in a city not too far from where I live. And he invited me to the wedding reception to go to, which I think, you know, if I went to it, I'd have a really good time because I would be dancing with him. We're really good at dancing together. But I said, you know, I'm not going to be able to get home from there late at night. He goes, oh, I can pay for a hotel for you. Like, but he would expect us to stay in the same room. I'm pretty sure it. So I said to him, yeah, but I said, I can't, I need my own room. I can't stay in the same room as you. So I'd need my own room. And so, you know, that wouldn't work. And he said, okay. So instead of offering to pay for a separate room for me, he just said, okay, like accepted it. Meaning, yes, he was thinking of just one room by the sound of it. But obviously, as he says, special needs, you know, you never know if this is like miscommunication. But the fact was, when I saw all this stuff over Facebook, you know, like all the women, I'm like, crikey, this guy must be really sexual. He's got 50 Shades Freed he's watched as well, but I know I think some asexuals watch that. I would never watch that. And I know when I spoke to him, he doesn't care what films he watches whatsoever. So he'll watch absolutely anything, whereas I'm nudity repulsed. And what else did he say? Oh, I asked him if he smoked, and he said no. I said, do you do drugs? And he said no, but he does drink some alcohol. But he said, I don't drink much because I just have one tonight, but then I do drink. And I said, oh, what you drink? And he goes, anything. So I know that when he said anything, I thought, if you drink anything, then you do drink, don't you? Quite a bit. Not just one, you drink quite a lot normally. So, but yeah. And then when I went on his Facebook page, he was promoting vape. Now, to me, vape smoking. So presumably, because he's promoting, like he's got a video, like promoting it, he must smoke vape sometimes. Which, if he does, it means I think he'd probably be easily led. You know, that's the only problem. I can't be with a guy who's easily led. Do you know what I mean? Who's so friendly to everyone that he doesn't realise that some people aren't good for him. Do you see what I'm saying? Because some people with special needs don't know that. They're like, or you know, like special needs disabilities. They just so friendly to everyone. They don't realise that not everyone's got good intentions for them. And so, yeah, and so I just thought all these women was like, oh God, there's quite a lot of them. And, you know, it's just, they're all over the place. And the stuff, I thought, you've got to scroll through this, Sandra, you need to know what it's like. And I just thought, he's a boob man, he just loves looking at naked breasts. And so that was really hard seeing that. And then I just immediately said, no, I can't be your girlfriend. I don't like that. I'm not a sexual girl. You know, you need to find some girl who's sexual for you. You know, and I also saw a post where, I don't know if you've seen them on Facebook, where it says, oh, me in like next year, or me, you know, like it's got what your basically life expectations are in like a year, what you want to happen, like your ideal life. So he had these pictures, and it meant that he finds a relationship, he gets married, because it had him meeting this woman, you know, it had a bloke meeting a woman, which means you're going to meet your partner this year. Then it had Mr. and Mrs., meaning they get married. And then it had two husband and wife with the baby. And you know, I'm 100% never having kids in my life. And so, and I don't want to get married. So I said to him, you want kids and get married? You want a baby? It's like, no, I don't want a baby. I said, well, that's not what's on your Facebook profile. And when I said about all the naked women, you know, about the, you know, like nakedness, he goes, oh, that was a mistake. I said, well, it's not a mistake because it's all over your Facebook. You've got tons of friends that are women like that. And then he just gave up trying to justify it, you know, trying to pretend basically that it was an accident. He's got that on his page. So I don't like it when people do that. So it's really, you know, it's really hard because I got on so well with him. I had such an amazing time. I had the best time ever that I've had in a long, long time with anyone, like guys, certainly. So that's been really difficult. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can't be with a guy like that. But, I got on so well with him. So it's really hard. And then my friend, she goes, oh, well, tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm meeting up with her again, and she's going to carry on her birthday theme. So she's going to dress up in pirate stuff again, and we're going to go around all the pubs. So I'm spending the day with her and her friend. And then she goes, oh, you can invite him. His name's Philip. She goes, oh, you can invite Philip if you want, because, why not? And I'm thinking, well, I've just told the guy to do one, I can't be with him in a relationship because he needs to be with a sexual woman, and now I'm going to be inviting him. That's going to be a bit weird because we clearly like each other romantically. There's no way we can meet as just friends. It wouldn't work. We super want to hold hands. We super want to cuddle. You can't be friends with someone who you just got that urge to do that with and you feel really happy doing that with. So if I meet up with him, it'll probably just be like it was before, all this romantic stuff. So I would have to accept all the stuff on his Facebook page and accept the way he is. And I don't know if I could do that if I was to go in a relationship with him, or even, seeing him being romantic. It's kind of weird. But then I have got an asexual friend who lives in Canada, and on his Facebook page, he's actually gone and liked pages that have got pretty much the same sort of naked women on them. He's asexual and he's a really nice guy. So I'm thinking, well, what's the blooming difference between an asexual guy and that guy? You know what I mean? It's not much is there, but there's one difference is that guy in Canada who likes women, looking at women like that, goes on pages and likes them. These aren't people that are necessarily people who's ever going to meet in real life. Whereas this guy I met yesterday, he's more likely to be able to actually see these people in real life because a lot of them live locally. So that's a very different story. But some of them are married, actually, or engaged or in relationships. I'm like, what? So I guess that's what they do for their job, cam girl and stuff like that. I just think it's disgusting. So, and I'm not sure if he was asking me to send him a photo. So, because when he talks, he said that, you need to voice message me. So we had to do voice clips back and back in Messenger all the time, because that's how he mostly talks to his friends, because he can't read and write properly. So, and he goes, oh, can I have a photo? And I'm not sure. I said, a photo of what? And he didn't reply. And I'm not sure if he meant of my breasts. And if he did, there's no way he's getting that. And that's disgusting. So, I'm just at the moment So I did invite him tomorrow to my friend's birthday. I don't know if he's definitely coming, because he said if he's not, if he's not doing something, he'll come. So I'll probably be all romantic again. It's just going to be weird, because I said to Debbie, my friend, it's going to really confuse the heck out of him, because I've told him there's no go. Absolutely. Yeah, here I am again, inviting him. But he did message me today and say, hi, are you okay? And so, yeah, I'm really attracted to him. I've never been attracted to a British guy like this for a long, long time. But I don't know about the kissing. I don't know if I should try that with him, but I'm not ready for that at the moment. I just think it's too much. It's I've not been close to a British guy for since 2011. That's 8 years. 8 years. I have not wanted to cuddle a British guy since 8 years. That's a long time. You know what I mean? Cheek to cheek, hugging, holding tight. I haven't done that with British guys since 2011. I mean, that's just bizarre, isn't it? We're in 2019 now. So it's a long time. Yeah, very long time. And it's wow, but I am really super attracted. I think I like it because he's different. I like it because he's like a kid like me. He treats me like a princess. He's very attentive, very romantic, very caring guy. Yeah, I loved all those things about him. But, he's not going to tell the truth, is he? So it's really difficult. It's a very difficult one. It's quite shocking for myself to be doing this, but, maybe it's just something I need to do, to find out if I could be with a British guy, because then, at least I've got more options in the asexual sphere, maybe a British guy. I was saying this the other day, wasn't I? And on a video a couple of days ago. That's what's weird as well. I was only saying the only time I've ever been attracted to British guys is they're in their early 20s. So maybe it's possible I could be. But it's just a damn shame this guy isn't asexual, It's really a shame because It's just a shame. What more can I say? But all that stuff, the sexual stuff, it just makes me feel sick. So I don't know what to do. But anyway, I'm seeing him again tomorrow. I'll see how I get on with him. I expect we'll just get on like a house on fire. But I thought it was really sweet though. He said to me, I think he was a bit upset because I was like, when I was telling him about, I can't be with him because he likes all this sex stuff. He said to me, he said, do you know? He said, you understand me. He said, not even my neighbours understand me. He said, I was really angry in work today. And when I saw you, you made me so happy. And that just like with my heart, because that was like really heartfelt. It wasn't a sexual thing he said to me. It was like really beautiful. In fact, he didn't say anything apart. Well, he said the one thing that he said to me all night was, "I like you got a nice body." That was obviously sexual because he was looking at my boobs at the time. So I'm kind of like, I didn't know what to say then. In the end, I just said, "Oh, thanks very much." I thought, oh well, if he finds me attractive. But yeah. So yeah, it was just really weird. So if he comes tomorrow, we'll probably be all lovey-dovey again. Like everyone thought we were a couple. Like it was like we were a couple. It's like we naturally danced together and we liked the same things. We even knew what songs we both liked. I put a request in for him with me, the one that I want off Greece, and he loved that. And we were doing this dance routine together. It's so funny. Just me and him on the floor. It's great. I love that because I like a teenager style relationship. So like last night, I had all my teenager style relationship in one night, like played out in front of me like a movie. I'm like, this is, but when something's too good to be true, it usually is. But obviously, when I found his Facebook stuff, but I don't know. It's really difficult because I just felt like I was touched when he said, not even you understand me, and not even my neighbours understand me, and that you made me so happy today. I thought it was good, to make each other happy. I thought it was really, really nice. And it was nice I could make him happy and feel good about himself, and so I thought I was really good. And, like, imagine a person comes into your life who just understands you, yet the neighbours don't. That's kind of incredible, isn't it, for someone like in his position, I think. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really good with people with special needs and disabilities, I think. I seem to have a way, with them because obviously I've got my fibro, and also I guess I've got my own food special needs, and I do still have some anxiety, so I can relate, and I like a guy who's really, really young, like acts young, but the only thing is I like a guy who acts young but is mature in the sense it knows what he wants in life and knows boundaries, which I don't think he does. Or clearly I don't think the boundaries he'd know. So that's the only issue I've got with this guy, like even though he likes tons of sexual women, that's the main issue obviously I've got. But then second to that is like boundaries, because it's like, okay, you like all these women, but if one was to pounce on you, I guess you'd just be like, yeah, take me then, would you? Do you know what I mean? I can't be with someone like that. So yeah, it's really strange. Really strange. Like I'm really, really romantically attracted to him, like super romantically attracted to him. He's probably the most romantically attracted British guy I've had since my ex in 2011. But in a more like different way, because he's different. Yeah. So it's really strange. Like I love cuddle. He said, "Oh, you have a nice cuddle," which was really nice again. There was nothing else. And most of the time throughout the night, apart from when he put his hand on my knee, everything else he's really respectful, where he was putting his hands on my back, on my hips here, on the top of my hips, around my back, on my shoulders. So it wasn't touching any of my sexual parts, which I don't like a guy touch my breast. So he looked at my breast, but he didn't attempt to touch them, which was great. He didn't he did say he poked me in the bum, like just before we left. And I said, well, I didn't even think that was my bum, because I thought it was my back he poked. So I said to him, I'm not really into that, like, type thing. But I just said to him, I didn't even think you did that. I think he poked something else, because I didn't really feel it. But and so yeah, but he's not going to be asexual, is he? If he's liking stuff like that. But then, like I said, I've got a sexual friend who likes stuff like that, so God knows. Yeah. So it's really weird. It's really, really weird. Like I am super romantically attracted to him. Like I could see myself going to the cinema with this guy. I could see myself going loads of places with him. It's like really, really, really bizarre. Really bizarre. I just wish he wasn't sexual like that, you know? I just wish he wasn't sexual. But you can't change anyone, can you? But yeah, so it's all really strange, and I don't really know what else to say. Just I'm super excited in the sense that I got on so well with him, and it was like a dream come true. But he was really kind and caring, because when he told me about his mum having arthritis, in her hand, she's never been able to work throughout her whole life, and she's raised 4 kids like on her own, pretty much him, and he's a brother and 2 sisters as well. So single mum raising 2 sons and 2 daughters is incredible for a woman. And I said, your mum must be really special, strong woman. He said she is. But he said, like her hands, she can't do certain things. So he does cleaning for her. He does all the hoovering. And I thought, it's a really caring guy who does that. It's a really caring guy who looks after his mother like that and does housework for her. And I thought of my fibro then, because I thought, oh, I have fibromyalgia. He wouldn't mind helping me out around the house. If I was in a relationship with him. I thought that was a really good quality of him, because he'd be happy to help. He's a cleaner in his job at the moment, so I thought that'd be really handy to have that type of guy, to help me out if I needed it, because I hate cleaners, and I just thought that was really nice. And he was really caring. I said, you're a really caring guy, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, I am, and I thought that was really beautiful. There was lots of special qualities, so it's really mixed with him, because it was like, I really can't be in a relationship with you, and then like I was missing him a bit, and I thought, like, I'm really romantically attracted to you, really romantic. I think he likes his neck being kissed, because he kissed my neck a little bit, just like little tiny kisses, and I actually didn't mind that. But like I said, I can't know about the mouth kissing. Like, I am at the moment really apprehensive about doing that, because I haven't kissed a British guy for years. With a foreign guy, I wouldn't hesitate. I mean, if I was attracted to a foreign guy, I'd be full on snogging him. British guy, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that. Very much on the fence. So he was looking at me, and I thought, you want to kiss me? I know you do. But I kept looking like to the side like this, so he couldn't do it. Like nearly the whole night. Like I would look at him like this at an angle, so my lips would be away. So yeah. He took a picture of me and him together on his phone as well, which he's going like this to camera. So that was nice. I thought, oh, he's not afraid of showing me to his friend, because he wanted to invite me to his friend's wedding, wedding reception. So I thought, yeah, he's obviously not worried about my age. He's not worried about anything other than he likes me. So I thought that was great. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be seeing him tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, bizarre. All bizarre. I don't know what else to say. I'm like you can tell I'm quite like, ooh. Oh, by the way, give this video a thumbs up if you like it at all. If you think, wow, Sandra's like a British guy for a change. Woo, thumbs up to that. And discovering. I mean, because I talk a lot about friendship lately on this channel, about aromanticism and stuff, because I have done a lot more about that recently, if you've been watching the videos. I even up at relationships, because people always assume, because I put asexuality in relationships, that all you do is talk about dating and relationships, as in romantic relationships. It's like, no, actually I don't. If you've been watching a lot of the last videos, you'll know I've talked a lot about valuing friendship, how friendship is more valuable than a romantic relationship. Here's why. And and how it's important. Friendship love is so important, and I do think it's better in lots of ways of friendship love. But I know the romantic type of love feelings. I mean, like, seriously, it's like high octane energy, that like you're high as a kite on lovey feelings. I don't know how else to describe it, because I know a lot of people who watch this channel don't know what romantic love feels like, or romance, like really like sort of like Disney romance. It's sort of like, I'm not talking like, this is different to hyper-romanticism. This is proper. This is not like I'm hyper-romantic over someone and they're not like that over me. This is not hyper-romanticism. This is proper, full-on romantic feelings for someone. Like, it's like out of a Disney movie. It's like you're on the pink clouds, and it's like, because he reciprocates that. It's not like he doesn't reciprocate it, so it's different. So when he's pointing to this poster, it had love on it. It goes, oh, that's me and you. It's like, he's getting these heart balloons, and he's particularly putting them on my seat. I think I mentioned that already. And I was just like, oh my God, like, this is melting my heart. It's a romantic person. How much romance was going on this night? Like, the holding hands, the cuddling. We did lots of cuddling. like cheek to cheek, really snugly in. It was just lovely. That I really enjoyed with him. I just enjoy being close to a body who cares about me in that moment and who feels really loving towards me. And I think, I was thinking at the time, I think asexuals really miss that. If you miss being in a relationship, if you had one before in the past or seek one, if you are romantic, I think you really miss that. You miss that feeling of just that romantic love feeling, like, oh, I love you so much. You're so beautiful and gorgeous. He called me gorgeous as well, which was really nice. And he's had his arm around my waist sometimes. And I just think you miss that. I know maybe aromantic asexuals don't understand, and maybe they do because maybe they feel that way about platonic relationships, but you have to understand that I am a romantic person. Like it just blows your mind. It's just like, I just think as an asexual, a lot of asexuals, for example, in my asexuality dating group, my asexualized dating group, a lot of people in the asexualized dating group, they do miss that person in their life. They miss that comfort. They miss that body. They miss that closeness with someone, and it's very real for us. It's very real, especially if we've had a relationship in the past. It's or we really strongly desire one. It's like, just because we're asexual doesn't mean to say we don't like physical contact, because like the cuddle, with clothes on even, it's just beautiful. When you're cuddling someone who feels the same way about you, who's feeling romance for you, like lovey romantic feelings, they're feeling it back, you can feel it through their heart and their body, like you can feel it, and it's cute and it's cuddly and it's beautiful. It's like you feel really loved and cared for, like someone really, really reciprocates it, and you're going heart to heart all the time, and you're feeling really happy because you've got each other, and you're just feeling really beautiful together, and you just feel like really loved and close. It's a different type of love feeling to your parents or to your siblings. It's a romantic type of love where it's more like, I love you, like, how can I put it? It's like, I really love you, not because I'm your family and I'm blood related to you, or do you know what I mean? It's not because we are friends, even, like, we don't even know each other, which I always told you, it's better to be friends with someone first, because otherwise it doesn't usually work, a relationship. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know how to put it, it's kind of like when it's reciprocated, it's just so loving. It's a very loving feeling. It's a different feeling. It's not a platonic feeling, it's not a family love feeling, it's a feeling of being selected, of being chosen. Because, like, it's like, and it is someone if we haven't met them before and we feel these things, it's kind of really special that they selected us. So yeah, anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Any spam I get on this channel will have their messages revoked, deleted. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe below if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out my links down below for my book. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And yeah, have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, I truly wish you the best weekend ever. I'll let you know how it goes with this British guy. I'm really feeling great about this. It's really good. And yeah, I'll let you know what happens. Anyway, until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.